Tabletop Spotlight, brought to you by Dragon's Lair Comics and Fantasy. Hey everybody, I'm AdamHarry from Bella Souls with
Michael from Dragon's Lair Comics and Fantasy.
And we're back again with another Tabletop Spotlight. Man, we got 2 boxes today. What's going on?
Well, today I wanted to show you guys the new DC Deck Building Crisis expansion, the 3rd one actually.
Cool.
But when we're doing that, I kind of want to show you the core game as well, since I haven't shown you that either. So
awesome.
Figured I'd bring both by.
Awesome. I love going over these. So these are 2 different deck building games.
Yeah, this is the deck building game, the core set here, and then they've of course extra cards and things in there. So
cool. And this is the DC Comics one.
DC themed with all your favorite DC heroes: Batman, Superman, the Flash, and of course all the villains that go with them.
Right on. I'm excited about this one. So let's jump in both of these boxes. All right, man. I'm pretty pumped. Let's take a look at the starter box real fast.
Oh yeah. So you got all your Justice League heroes, of course, on the cover.
Yeah.
You know, you can flip around and see some other art. You got some villains like the Joker there. On the other
Magnificent
side,
7.
Oh yeah. The other side, Sinestro and some other yahoos here, like Robin, and that one guy with the bow.
What?
But
Green Arrow's awesome.
Green Arrow's very cool. I do love the show. But you can see sort of here an idea of just how many cards come with this.
Yeah.
It's got all sorts of different characters.
Tons of heroes. I've already started ripping this, so let's do it.
No knife today.
Nope. We don't need a stinking knife.
Bare hands.
My bear claw hands. All right, here we go.
Let's see it here.
Now it's stuck.
So like I said, this is the core game here, basically. They're your starter set, if I can get the...
And it is a deck building game, like we were saying earlier. So, and it's 2 to 5. It's also a co-op game, right?
Yeah, it's for 2 to 5 players. And it's not anything you really play against each other. I mean, there's like competitive variants and things like that, but you're mostly playing against the game itself. So it's really interesting. So you get an idea here of some of the cards.
Here's a really cool one.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
the old bat. The old bats.
Batman. What I like here is that you start out with sort of not so many like super powerful abilities, so you start with just the ability to punch. Which, you know, makes sense. You're Batman. And then you've got, an example of an equipment card here, which is Green Arrow's bow, of course. So
right.
You got different types of cards. You have, powers and equipment and stuff like that. There's weaknesses you can have, so.
Like
really
yellow. If
oh,
you're
yes. Oh, yes.
Unless you fix that. Comics.
Which actually right here sort of tells you all the different types of cards. You have your superheroes like Green Lantern.
Sure.
And then you have just sort of your super villains like the Joker, but then your sort of normal villains like who's that? Gorilla Grodd.
I wouldn't call Grodd a normal villain, but I get what you're saying.
He's
like a B team.
He's no Joker.
Yeah, he's no Joker. Yeah.
So
you have locations. And
you've got your starter cards, which are your punches, and your vulnerabilities, which are basically just dead cards.
Okay.
You don't want them in your deck.
Sure.
And then you have specific weaknesses that actually cost you things.
Okay.
And then you got other stuff, locations, other heroes like, other versions of stuff.
Okay.
Powers you can have, equipment, all that stuff. So it's really interesting. They've got all sorts of different DC stuff.
All right, so that's kind of how the board's laid out?
That's just the different types of cards. The board is more laid out sort of like this. You have a lineup of cards you can draft from, basically. Your deck you draw from, and then other stacks of cards, where stuff where you put your villains and stuff, because the whole point is to try and defeat the villain deck.
Okay, so you're playing the hero fighting the villain. You can team up with your friends to fight the villain.
Yeah, everybody, the starter version of the game, everybody picks basically a Justice League member.
Right on.
And of course, if you play the Flash, you get to go first.
Naturally.
Yeah, but you play your powers, you accumulate points, you recruit other heroes and equipment and stuff, and then you fight villain cards with it. So it's sort of your typical deck building game, but DC Comics, everybody.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool.
It's a nice theme.
It's kid friendly too, for the most part. So just to flip through the rest of the rules real quick. Again, there's variants and stuff like that.
Lots of different rules, specific questions actually at the back, which I really appreciate.
So you have a little FAQ.
If you have questions about certain cards, they're like, yes, you can do this. No, you can't do this.
Oh, that's nice. Know a couple other companies that could probably afford to do that.
Yes.
So. But yeah, it's pretty clean. We got like 14, 15 pages of rules total.
Not too much.
It's not a ton of stuff.
Your sort of typical deck building game, but we have these are basically your starter heroes here. Of course, Batman, Wonder Woman, Superman. You're basically Justice League lineup, like I said.
Awesome.
So.
But we do have a special treat.
We do have the new expansion we can show off.
Right.
This is just the core game.
Let's take a look at the Crisis expansion pack real fast. All right, so this is the expansion pack that we were just talking about, and you were saying this is the third one?
This is the 3rd Crisis expansion.
Okay.
They've got a lot of other expansions, like a Teen Titans one and stuff like that, but they've done some Crisis ones, and this is the 3rd one.
This is the Crime Syndicate of America.
Obviously themed around villains, as you can see with the Crime Syndicate. But you can see some other villains. You know, you got Bane on the side there, Black Manta, all sorts of stuff. Of course, Mr. Luthor himself.
Ooh. So, he's a good guy, though, in Alternate Earth, mostly. Something.
Not in this game. You can see sort of, it's definitely villain themed.
Right.
And
there's the back of the box, too.
Yeah, it's got some Suicide Squad members in there, too, which is nice timing,
movie
I think.
Tie-in?
Just sort of for the movie, so...
We do the honors on this one here. Okay.
So we have our secondary rulebook, basically.
We'll go through that in a sec.
Some tokens and things like that typically come with, you know, deck building expansions like this.
Frozen. Well, we got a Mr. Freeze in here, maybe? I don't know.
Captain Cold, perhaps.
Captain Cold. There we go.
And then you have your decks, of course. You know, just like the core game we just showed. So.
Oh, nice. Look, we have a Sinestro, Crisis Sinestro. So he's probably different from the other decks.
Then they have these specific Crisis cards that sort of modify the game. This one is a City Destroyed. Destroy is your location card. So if you have like the Batcave on your side, Batcave gets destroyed.
Goodbye. It's like Warzone.
Oh yeah, it's definitely a very villain-centric expansion. This is Black Orchid here, sort of. You know, it's got your minor heroes too, but
nice.
Definitely a good expansion for those people who like villains.
Cool. And then let's take a look at the rulebook real quick.
So just like the last one, it's got sort of a nice full color rulebook. Tells you
extra VPs and
it tells you how to sort it up, set it up for a number of players, which is always good. You know, multiple options when they're playing.
Yeah. Because that's really what's going on. In the other one, you're building your hero deck. This one gives you the extra villain options that you're fighting.
This one gives you more things to fight, like you said.
Right.
It has different rules of play for Crisis mode, which is a new mode of play for
another variant
for more sort of hardcore players, basically for bigger consequences like destroying all your locations and stuff.
Cool.
It's got different sort of competitive play options.
Nice.
What I like here is that it's got an impossible mode.
For
those really hardcore players.
Okay. So when you're feeling pretty comfortable, confident about your game.
Once you and some friends have really played this quite a bit, maybe try out the impossible mode. But it does, just like the last rulebook, also have, you know, FAQ and rules clarifications, which is always nice.
Yeah.
Like we said.
And this is a pretty short book. There's only like 10 pages, 11 pages.
Not too much. And in there, it'll probably tell you all about the tokens we saw.
Yep.
The frozen token, presumably for, like we said,
Captain Cold.
Cold.
Somebody with freezing powers.
Somebody with cold powers.
So yeah, that's pretty cool. This is a neat little expansion, and it's a pretty fun game. So let's hop out for a really fast recap. All right, so really fast, this is the DC Comics deck building game.
Yep.
This is the core set.
This is the core set, and then the new Crisis Expansion 3.
Just came out. In stores right now. Go check it out.
They're both available now. Like I said, this one's brand new from Cryptozoic Entertainment. So
what's the price tag on this one?
The core game's going to be $40. Expansion is $20.
Cool, so it's a nice little set.
Yeah.
Again, 2 to 5 players. All the stuff you need to play right here.
This is how you get into it, and if you really want more challenges and stuff, right there.
We have Impossible mode.
Yes.
I mean, come on. I want to give that one a shot.
Oh, yeah.
Once I get this one down. Impossible mode.
Oh, yeah.
Because he doesn't want to be Superman or Batman. Come on.
I think everyone wants to be.
Yeah, I know I did at one point.
Who do you want to win in the movie?
I have such a conflicted thing because I'm just like, Superman should just zap him, but whatever. I think Batman's got the power plot, though. So
criticize him for that in the comments.
Whatever. Who's going to win? The writers are going to win.
Oh, yeah.
Whoever they want to win.
Anyway.
Wonder Woman. Okay, so deck building game. That's pretty much it. Thanks again for watching. This has been another Tabletop Spotlight. I'm AdamHarry from Bella Souls.
I'm Michael from Dragon's Lair Comics and Fantasy.
Thanks again for watching. Have a good one. Tabletop Spotlight brought to you by Dragon's Lair Comics and Fantasy. Thanks for watching.